Hey guys, what's going on? Today I got an NU match from Pokemon Showdown. This past week I've been kind of experimenting with all the tiers minus Ubers, because I can't play Ubers at all. And I'm not sure what was going on, but this past week, or 5 days or so, I have not gotten any fantastic or great battles to upload. It's either, a majority of my battles have been either I start doing half decent and I take out one or two of their Pokemon beginning a sweep or something and they immediately forfeit, or I'll make a bunch of tiny little misplays that make great impacts, like misclicking or something, and that's been a little bit irritating. But this battle turned out pretty good. Looking at the teams real quick, my team, for a little bit of a core, I have a Camerupt, which is usually a lead, special defense, and I have a Murkrow for a physical defender. The Murkrow carries Feather Dance, and with Prankster that is awesome, because having a priority Feather Dance on any physical attacker pretty much makes it irrelevant, and Murkrow can just roost off the damage. And the Electabuzz I have is Choice Scarfed, and that makes it awesome in tandem with Raticate, because they can do a nice little Volt Turn combo. And looking at his team, the only really thing that I'm not liking that much is that Charizard and the Executor. Charizard being because if it specs, that can do a lot of damage, because nothing wants to take a Fire Blast on my team, except the Camerupt, and even then, it's not going to enjoy it. In that Executor, I hate Executors if they can set up with their sub-harvest shenanigans, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But going into the match, he starts off with his Gigalith when I start out with my Murkrow, and right here, I get my Taunt off to prevent the Stealth Rocks, because I don't like my Masquerain losing half its health. And then I go for the Feather Dance, because immediately I can half his attack, and I can normally survive any move from him. But the Stone Edge gets a crit, which is very unfortunate. But I send in my Cacturn, and I know he's going to switch so I can get up a free Swords Dance. He brings in his Charizard, thinking that he can outspeed, but I have the Sucker Punch, and a +2 Stab Adamant Sucker Punch from a Cacturn will easily one-shot it. He brings in his Weezing, and I don't want to lose my Cacturn to a Sludge Bomb just yet. So I bring in my Camerupt, take the Sludge Bomb like a boss, and luckily I don't get poisoned, because Camerupt hates status. But right here, I figure I might as well get my rocks up, because I know he's going to switch, because he can't really touch me. He brings in his Lapras, and I know he's going to go for the Water move, so I bring in my Cacturn just to get a quick little HP. And right here, I figured he was going to switch again, so but just in case, I went for the C-Bomb, just because I want to get as much damage off as possible. And even on the Weezing, it's almost at half, which is relevant, I think, later on. And I just send it in my Camerupt just because I know it's going to be the same old song and dance. He's going to go for the Sludge Bomb, Camerupt takes it, no problem. And right here, I know he's going to switch back into his Lapras, so I end up going straight for the Roar, hoping that I can either get him into Gigalith to break Sturdy or the Lapras again, but no, I get Marowak, which Marowak versus Camerupt normally doesn't work out, so I had to switch out. I bring in my Masquerain because I figure he's going to go for a Bonerang or Boomerang or whatever you want to call it. But he goes for Earthquake. And I go for a Hydro Pump, and it misses, and he gets a crit on Stone Edge, which I doubt mattered, because Masquerain's frail as hell. But I send in my Cacturn. I set up a layer of spikes thinking that he would maybe switch out, but I can take one Double Edge, which is very nice. And I just retaliate with the C-Bomb to take it out, and my Life Orb ends up taking me out. But Cacturn takes out two things, which is phenomenal. So double down, I get to bring in my Electabuzz. And right here, I was like, okay, sweet, I can just Volt Switch out and maybe kill his Lapras, but no, to my surprise, this Lapras is a specially defensive Lapras, which is very kind of weird. But I bring in my Raticate just so I can get as much damage off as possible. But he goes for the Toxic, which I'm perfectly fine with, because this Raticate is a Guts Raticate, and I already had the Flame Orb on there, and it really makes little difference whether I'm Toxic or burned. So no deal at all. He brings in his Gigalith. I just U-turn out of there just so I can break the sub. But he ends up going for the Superpower, and that does a lot of damage, and it makes me think that this one may be Choice Banded, or no, this one's not Choice Banded, what am I thinking? Because he ends up killing me with an Earthquake right here, because my Electabuzz didn't kill it, which was a little bit surprising. But Gigalith does have some half-decent special defense. But right here, he's at -1 defense, so my Raticate can easily come in and take it out with a Facade. And right here is where I was getting a little bit worried, only because I didn't know if Facade could take out Weezing, because Weezing is normally a very defensive Pokemon, but luckily it does take him out, which which did surprise me a little bit. But the match ends here with me taking out his Executor with a U-turn. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the match. I really like playing NU a lot just because I love all the variety there is, because there's way more Pokemon to choose from in the NU tier than any other tier. And it just makes it really fun making teams, because like when I play OU or even UU, it becomes very like the same Pokemon are used on like the same teams. Like, I mean, every team has either a Terrakion or a Ferrothorn or a Landorus, and it gets kind of repetitive after a while. But I do like NU because you get to have a little bit more variety in there, and it's more fun to play. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want, leave a comment. If you want, leave a like. Do whatever you want. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.